To look for today, guys. Store visits, activities. We're gonna have meetings throughout the day, because I always have meetings. We gotta knock those out. Super important to stay engaged with your team, make sure that everybody's on the same page. So come with us. I think it's super important to have meetings with your teams as often as you can. You don't want to oversaturate them with information, but you definitely want to let them know what's happening in the business, what plans you have, and always re-engage them into the vision that you have for your company, for yourself, and for them as well. People always want to know, all right, well, where's the company going? Where am I going within the company? So that's super important. Re-enlisting them in the vision as often as you can is super important as a business owner. So you make sure that the staff is in line with what you're doing, in line with the goals that you have, and in line with the vision of the company as well. So it's a little tip for you guys right there if you're a business owner. We're gonna clutch it all today, I'm excited. Getting rich isn't hard, staying rich is hard. I feel like the coffee Santa Claus right now. We're jumping in the whip. We're gonna go do some activities with our staff. Follow along, let's ride. One of the things that I think is super important aside from operating a good business is operating a good team. And one of the things that you need to do with your team is show them that you care, appreciate them. I think we have such a big focus on sales, business, operations that we forget that there's people making the sales and operating the company, right? So one of the things that I try to focus on, at least in this business, and really both of the businesses that I run, is what can I do for the staff so they know that I appreciate what they're doing for me and for the company. And the things that you do don't always have to be monetary, right? Obviously people like money, they like rewards, they like incentives, but they also like feeling appreciated. I think that goes a long way. Coach told me one time, he said, people work for money, but they die for recognition. And I think that's such a true statement. Obviously we do like cash incentives, we do prizes. We're actually doing like a trip to Miami or to Las Vegas with our staff for the best salesperson in the quarter. But I also do small things. How would I explain it? I think that those small things, if they're genuine, they make a bigger impact. So what we're gonna go do today is that we're gonna take some coffee and some donuts to the staff, but we're gonna show up before they actually get to their shift. So it's gonna be a little bit of a surprise. I always like surprising them. When they walk in and they don't expect it, I think it makes a bigger impact. So we're gonna sneak into the stores. We're gonna kind of leave a handwritten note for them, thanking them for the work that they do, because they kill it. I mean, without our staff, without our employees, we wouldn't be able to operate a business, right? So that's what we're gonna go do. We might get a message, we might not. Either way, it doesn't matter. As long as they're happy, we're good to go. Here we go. Ooh, I was nervous. Yeah, man, so this is what I was talking about, right? These little small things for your staff. Just leaving them a little something, saying thank you for the work they do is super important. My handwriting really sucks, but hopefully they can read it. Thank you, some coffee, some donuts, and we're off to the next one. We are out, we're rolling. All right, we're gonna leave them some coffee. We're gonna leave them some donuts, so when they get here, they're energized. It's like Christmas. I feel like the coffee Santa Claus right now. Right here dropping off these gifts. The only bad part is that I have shitty handwriting. But other than that, we're good. All right, on to the next one. Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, what's up? Te traje café and some donuts. Would you like a coffee, ma'am? You sure? You're not a coffee drinker? You want a donut? Are you sure? Yes. Think about it. Think about it. All right, have a nice day. Oh, you heard it walking in, right? Yeah. Dude, I said the same thing. I was like, yo, that energy changed immediately, dude.
Oh, banging out the calls today.
Dude, wow. Calls all day. But it's necessary, dude. It's needed. What up? So thank you guys for jumping on the call. Incredible job. It's awesome to see at the end of the day, those end of the day reports come in and just seeing the numbers that you guys are doing. I know that you guys are walking out of the store tired, but accomplished, because it always feels good when you guys are getting numbers out. We want to make sure that we're setting ourselves up for next month as well. So you guys already know what I'm going to say. The data collection. Make sure that you guys are getting that, because if you guys are doing so much volume in a day, 40 boxes out, 25, 26, 27 activations, that's 26 people we can reach back out to just to make sure that they're okay next month or next week. it's not just bringing the people in, guys. It's making sure that we retain them. It's like that thing that they say, getting rich isn't hard, staying rich is hard. It's like getting customers isn't complicated, keeping them is the hard part. You know, so we want to make sure that we're giving them awesome customer service when they come in, that we're reaching back out to them with the data collection, you know, they're having a great experience and they have a reason to come back. Even if it's just a small question, you guys want to set yourselves up and let them know, like, hey, anything you need, pop in. ¿Qué onda, Elías? So yeah, guys, right? It's awesome weather outside. If you guys can, and it's not that cold, set up your tables, get yourselves ready, take advantage of today. Tomorrow, let's clutch it. I know that we can do big things. And there's a lot of stores that are trending super close to their goal right now that weren't previously. You guys are trending a lot higher. You guys are moving numbers, so congrats. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you need me, call me. Peace out. Another one down, dude, another one down. And after that, we actually have a meeting with a friend of mine, and it's not really a meeting. We have a get-together with a friend of mine just to catch up, talk about business, do the regular thing that we usually do. I try to meet up with him as often as I can. He also runs a business, so it's kind of hard to get our schedules to match up. But when we do, we always walk away with a lot of information, different perspectives, and a good time. The guy's high energy, awesome dude. He has a real estate company. He does remodeling and he does flips, and I believe he has a couple rentals, so I've gotten a lot of wisdom from the guy. He tells me, I don't know, he tells me that he's learned some things from me as well, but you know, I think I learned more from him than he does from me. Either way though, right now I'm doing rentals in my real estate portfolio. I want to get into flips. So like I was telling someone earlier, when you want to learn something new, you have to network with people that are already doing it. Right? It sounds so cliche, but it's so true. I called him the other day. I was like, hey, dude, like I want to get into flips. What do you think about that? I think it's a great idea. Cool, man. Can you give me some tips? Yep, I'm doing a project to come through. I'll show you what we're doing. That was it, right? Just reaching out for help when you need something or asking questions that you need answered about things that you want to work on. Literally reaching out to someone already doing it and saying, hey, how do I do it? Where do I start? What suggestions do you give me? Like, what advice would you give me? You know, so that's what we're gonna go do. Meet up with him, have a great convo, catch up, and see what type of gems he can drop on us. We're on our way. Yeah, that thing looks badass. ¿Qué onda, güey? ¿Bueno qué?
A huevo.
Chido, dude, al 100, bro, al 100.
Entonces, pues vamos a darle.
Yeah,
pues
man.
una plática como la que no nos hemos visto, güey. No
Sí,
manches,
literal.
ya tiene rato.
Güey. Sí, no, pero quedó. Se mira perra la pinche casa, güey. Pero esta es un flip, right? This is a flip property.
Simón, mira, y es de las que me gustan, güey.
Yeah.
De las que sabes qué le puedes meter, porque ya cuando, bueno, a mí me gusta un chingo lo que hago. Esto es para mí, esto no es my job.
Yeah.
Esto es mi fucking lifestyle, bro.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course, bro. Yeah, bro.
A huevo, a huevo. Well, why don't we check it out, güey? ¿Entramos?
Yeah, let's go, man.
Show off,
Vente,
dude.
Mira, vente. Mira, esta casa, güey.
Presúmeme.
Me llamaron estos compas, me dijeron, ¿sabes qué? Está la casa, esto y el otro, la venimos a ver. Estaba, güey, hecha pa' la verga, güey.
Sí.
Entonces, agarramos y le entramos y dijimos, ¿sabes qué? Ya cuando iba entrando, güey, as soon as I step into, I was like, ese color yo ya lo tenía en la mente para esta casa, güey. Nunca lo he usado en ningún flip, es la primera vez que lo uso. Nomás le metimos los colores esos y ya hicimos unas reparaciones de nuevo.
Yeah, but this is the ceiling that you were talking about, right?
Simón.
No, mames, quedó
Ese de ahí, güey, no, ese es más especialidad, güey.
Sí, bro.
Yo te podría decir que si algo me representa, algo más me gusta esto, es este tipo de detalles, güey.
Sí, bro.
Me gusta que las casas sean únicas en la calle, güey. La neta, a lo mejor en una puedo hacer un baño bien extravagante, güey. ¿Sí ves? Y el comedor, no esto, güey. Algo normal, ¿sí ves? Y la cocina, algo normal. Pero algo tiene que tener la casa, güey.
Un detalle.
Que en la puta calle, güey, ninguna la tenga eso, güey.
Sí.
¿Sí ves? Y este de aquí, güey, es algo que siempre es como que no sé, güey.
Es que también impacta, güey. Si vas de visita o vienen y ven la casa with the recessed lighting y luego el diseño, bro, the chandelier, se mira, se nota.
Yeah.
Entras y te impresiona, la verdad.
La neta. Y esto es algo, güey, que honestamente a mí me apasiona, güey. Me gusta esta mamada, güey. Yo no te voy a decir que hago dinero a lo mejor en un proyecto de estos semanalmente, o a lo mejor ni hago el dinero que se merecería hacer, güey. Pero con el simple hecho, güey, de disfrutarlo y hacerlo, me hace sentir que estoy vivo, loco. Y esa madre es the thing that I tell you when you wake up every morning. That's the thing that it make you wake up like, güey.
Yeah.
Sin mamadas. Tú tienes like something to do in life. You wanna do something with your life. And you gotta put like a 4 on it. You know what I mean? Si uno lo quiere, hay un dicho que dice, güey. Cuando alguien quiere algo, a huevo lo consigue, lo tiene. Si no, no lo quería, güey. O no tenía tantas ganas de tenerlo. ¿Sí me explico? Entonces, si tú te inspiras, güey, y dejas ir todo tu ahora sí, tu espíritu y tu alma, sabes que no te vas a rendir, bro.
Nah,
Porque esta madre de aquí
It's
no
not,
se va
it's
por
not
vencida.
if, it's when.
Yeah.
It's not if, it's when.
Yeah,
dude,
well.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's good
and
shit.
see, bro, so, I love this shit. You know, I love what I do for a living. Me gusta, me genera un chingo de confidence, güey.
Lo que estaba platicando
Algo
con
chido.
Vic, de hecho era, algunas veces cuando nosotros estamos en las plataformas de las redes sociales, they say, we were talking this morning about networking. Dicen, you gotta network, pero no explican cómo, ¿verdad? They say, oh, you have to, appreciate your staff, but they don't tell you how. So one of the things that I wanted to ask you too, especially with this type of business, man, because I see you do it. Like in this type of business I've seen, like with remodeling and construction and stuff like that, they're like, you have to innovate, you have to be creative, you got to do something different, but they just say it, they don't tell you how to do that. Like, how do you do that? ¿Tú cómo consigues las ideas?
We have a team. We are a team,
Yeah.
bro. So it's not just one person. That's why we like innovating and we growing and growing and growing. Because if it was only one person is gonna fall crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Create a team, and you trust in your team, and your team trusts in you, and you support them, and they support you all the time. You're gonna have good results. You know what I mean? That's why you have to get good conversations with your team in the field, with the team in the office, with your marketing team, When I talk to my designer what to do and how to do it, we are so connected on my team, everybody, that as soon as we're speaking, like, okay, making notes and all
Yeah,
that.
he already knows
A few
what you're
hours
talking
later,
about.
I know what you was talking about.
If you want to go
Fast,
If you want to go
by
fast,
yourself.
go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with a team.
Yes, sir.
Good bro.
Todo está,
Thank you,
todo
homie.
está chingón.
Sí, a huevo. Got it,
Simón,
bro.
carnal. Sale,
Chido.
vale.
Dale, pues,
Chulada.
carnal. Chido. Like they say, oh, you got to network. Your network is your net worth. Bro, I didn't know how to network for shit. Another way that people can go and network, just showing up to the right places at the right time. Like being very strategic with what you do. It's like you have to imagine, all right, well, the people that I want to meet, what do they do? What do they eat? Where are they at? What are their hobbies? A lot of the times it's hard to find entrepreneurs because they're so busy. You're not going to just like cross paths with them. Like trying to cross a path with me is like halfway impossible. Let's get it. Let's see what they're up to in here. Yeah, so this actually opened up in 2021. It's been open for almost 4 years now. It's been an awesome project, a passion project. It's a really nice place for families to come and hang out, have dinner, have some snacks. ¿Qué onda, Carla? No, está bien. How are you? Very good, very good. Yo! She doesn't want to be on film, but she has to be. Come on, buddy. I got to set up in a little while for the other game that we're going to do. We got the stool one. The one that I was talking about was with this, how they would kind of like roll it out and you would try to sit on it. Oh, dude, that shit is going to shatter. But we'll try to be careful. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be playing a little game with the staff today. We're going to be kicking this bucket pretty much, and you're going to try to sit on it, but you're going to be blindfolded. So everybody's going to kind of try to help you sit on it and give you the timing. If you sit on it, you win. If you don't, you don't. So we'll see what happens. ¿Quién va a empezar? ¿Sí? ¿Tú? ¿Quieres empezar? Ok, Ángel. Yeah, sí. Sí. Ready? Ánimo, Ángel. Sin miedo, sin miedo. Nosotros te vamos a ayudar, no te agüites. ¡Ya! No te creas. 1, 2, ¡ya! Sin hacer trampa. No, bien, párate bien. No. 2, 3. Sigues, Eleni, sigues.
No, vas tú.
No.
Ay, está raro.
Ánimo. Sí.
¿Y hasta qué no vamos a hacer?
We're just gonna do it one more time. For the gram. ¡Eso! Gracias, Fanny. Sí, felicidades a la campeona. Woo! All right, guys, so we had meetings, we did activities, we met with staff, we talked to customers. So now we're ending the day, we're gonna head out, and that was it.